website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, cool comment below one of these videos, and that was not a question. It was a comment on my level of enthusiasm when I do these videos, and I was advised to do a little meditation before I do the videos because I'm over the top, right? And where does that come from? Why am I over the top? Because the stuff I talk about is stuff that hurt me. You know, I so wanted to become good at this playing this instrument, and there was just all these obstacles, all these things that people didn't tell me, and I'm not blaming anybody because, you know, nobody could have told me that. But then when you find something, like you've been struggling to learn something or do something, and then suddenly you find a secret, sort of, right, or an insight that just brings you to the right place in no time. It's like, wow, listen up, right? Like if you saw a good movie and you want to share it with your friends, it's the same energy. But there's another thing that really strikes me about the comment is that we live in a culture where that way of communicating or that way of feeling is often looked upon like, be careful now, because it seems if you're so enthusiastic and passionate, you might get hurt, right? Stay on the safe side, right? Stay on the calm side. Take it easy, you know, right? But you can't learn rapidly without passion. So you need to allow yourself to be all childish and fired up about something, because just think about it. If you are just so into history, you know, whatever history you're studying, whatever period, whatever country, whatever it is that you're studying, and you're totally fired up about it, and you're so excited about it, and you see all the events in history vividly inside of you, and you imagine it, you're just, it's so exciting. Then you will learn at 100 times the rate of somebody in public school who's trying to keep awake to that, be exposed to the exact same information, but he doesn't really want to learn it, or it's just he's calm inside, right? You're learning at 100 times the rate because you're passionate, right? Because you're excited. And when it comes to adults, children are easy to excite. If we just, press the right buttons and we talk about stuff that already excites them, right? They're quite willing to be even more excited, right? But adults, it's part of becoming an adult is that you focus on the money, on the, paying the rent, on the necessities of life, because you're an adult, you have responsibilities. But you can focus on your responsibilities and be passionate at the same time. Why do we think that children learn so fast? Right? We say that, when you get older, your learning rate starts declining and your brain starts. But why is it that we see those physical signs in the brain that we're learning slower? We think it's something that happens in the brain. It's not. It's the absence of excitement and passion, right? It's the absence of that, wow, I want to learn that. And then you just charge at it. Like an innocent child that does not know how difficult it is and all the steps you have to go through and the theory you have to learn. And don't you see all the scale shapes? You have to take it easy, be persistent. The child is not persistent. He is, because he's so passionate. So he just keeps on hammering away at it, right? He doesn't know that what he can't do. So he just goes for it. And that innocence, we need to preserve that, right? We need to stay there and just say, What if I was as passionate about this as a kid? People will look at me perhaps and say, "Oh, well, you get a grip, right? You're an adult. You can't stop talking about it, and I don't want to hear about it anymore." You can find friends who will talk about it. There's lots of friends on the internet you can discuss it with. If if the top flies off and you're just so passionate about it that nobody wants to listen to you anymore. If people can listen to your passions without getting then perhaps you're not passionate enough. Because that is one of the huge keys to rapid learning, is whether or not you're like a kid. Because children learn fast, not just because their brain is, designed to learn, but because they're passionate, because they allow themselves to be excited. So think about that, right? And that's why this is so contagious. This is why you're watching these videos. People either hate it or love it, right? It's contagious because it reminds us of how exciting this is, right? So, and I promise you, I I won't fall over someday because of exhaustion, because it feeds on itself, right? It feeds itself. So the more passionate you are, the more energy you get, and the more you want to practice, and the more results you get, and so the more passionate you become. So it's a positive spiral, not a negative one. So don't worry. I don't need to meditate before I do videos. Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.